I just got the most exciting package in the mail. I just opened it up, so let me show you. My new Ergo Loupes from Andau. Of course, we've got the future doctor title, and here they are. They're so pretty. So we have 6.0 magnification on the black frame here, and I did opt for the upgraded light. This is the butterfly light that is wireless because that's what I'm used to. So here is the wireless light that hooks on to the different batteries and the charger, as well as, of course, your orange light filter. Everything is packaged so securely, and then they have the screwdriver for you to set everything up, and up top here, the straps for the loupes and lens cleaners. And here is just another shot of them. They are gorgeous and they are very lightweight, which is important to me. So I am doing a call with the local territory rep for Andau on Tuesday. It's the weekend when they were delivered and I was opening them with you guys. So I'm doing a call with her and I'm gonna go to the sim lab and practice some exercises. First, just like writing on paper and then drilling on the Typodont before I end up transitioning into using them for patient care. So I'll show them better in the lab and everything eventually, but just so you can see for now, it's extremely different compared to when you're working with other loupes. So I'm looking forward. It's very weird. You want to tilt your head down. You'll need to ignore my very messy room because I'm in the midst of moving. I'll show you all again in pre-clinic, but just so you can see kind of the posture as if I'm in a dental chair and my head and neck posture. This is about where everything looks very clear in the loupes right now. And you can see that my head is looking forward. It probably, if you had an assistant, would look like I'm looking at them, but I'm looking right through the oculars, but it's projecting your vision down. So I can see on this piece of paper, I could be writing, I could be obviously doing my actual dental work, and then all I need to do is just look up into the lens part of the frame and not through the oculars, and I could see my assistant. I could look out of all of the periphery here and see what's going on in the operatory, be able to look below the oculars again, just through the normal glasses lens, and look at my patient, make sure they're doing okay. It doesn't like take away the rest of your field of view, it just helps with your posture. Before I finish packing, I do want to give a little update about the Ergo Loupes that you saw me unbox at the beginning of the video. So you got to see them on a little bit in some of these clips. I did get 6.0 magnification with the wireless butterfly light. So basically what I did is I went into the sim lab and practiced a little bit on a Typodont just to get acclimated to the slightly different seating position and of course like your posture. So you can see me here compared to safety glasses with the loupes. Let's say you were doing an exam without any loupes on, the really dramatic posture difference, and then compared to my previous loupes that I got D1 year with the new Andau loupes, you can just see how much straighter my neck and back is, and then I also have it in a different angle for you all to see. It's a pretty dramatic difference, I'd say. It wasn't the biggest adjustment in terms of how you move your hands within the mouth. It felt the same. What was the adjustment for me was more so my seating position to see the elements of the tooth that I needed, especially in the posterior. With having such good posture, maybe I used to like curve over to see back, but now that I'm up, how do I see back there? So I might have to like reposition myself this way a little bit more than more side to side with the patient. Maybe I'd go more this way, something like that. So working on how to work on the posterior was the biggest adjustment for me, but literally didn't take much because that was 2 weeks ago that I was in the sim lab, and then I did several exams and prophies with them to get used to, again, my positioning, using the mirror and a handpiece in a patient's mouth, getting acclimated, and then the following week I started doing restorative treatment, and I started with the anterior tooth since I have such amazing visualization with the anterior with these loupes, and then recently I've done multiple posterior restorations, so I feel like I'm acclimated to them. I'm pretty obsessed with them, if I'm being honest. I would say I love the vibrancy and the clarity that you get with these oculars. Like, it's so crisp. It looks amazing. I wish I could like show you what it looks like, but that's why you should reach out to a rep to get to try them out and see what you think. And then the light is way brighter than the one I had all of dental school. I previously used oroscopic and they were not Ergo Loupes. So it was an adjustment to Ergo, and then it's also an adjustment to a lot higher magnification. So that was another thing I was just getting used to. I do really like it though. It's nice to be able to see a lot crisper. I think my aesthetic cases and endo will be a lot easier with higher magnification. And I'm just looking forward to continuing to use them. You don't really realize how much tension you create during a patient encounter when you don't have ergonomic loupes on. I never thought I had neck or back pain or anything from patient care, but I notice a difference of how I feel after a procedure compared to how I used to. There's just like none of that fatigue that I used to have or tension. I didn't necessarily have pain before, but now I notice there is a difference and I feel much more like light and sprightly from using these. So that's kind of the update of how they're going after a few weeks, a few restorations, getting to use them. And I'm sure several months from now, once I'm into working, I can give you all another update about how they are months and months out after switching over. I am going to keep my other ones. I don't know if I'm going to need to use them for anything, but obviously I'll keep them. I'm pretty sure I'll use these for all procedures, not just selective things, but you never know. And again, I will put a link in the description to go through and check out Andau for yourself. They are the sole distributor for the loupes, which are the Admetec brand manufacturer, but Andau Medical is who you would get the loupes through. So I'll put their link below if you want to fill out the inquiry form and have them contact you about pricing and the different options for magnification and lights and everything in between.